Hi, it's Chips from Singletrack. I'm here with Dave from Cycle Addicts Bike Shop in Rochdale, and we're looking at Shimano's Di2. And specifically, Dave's brought his bike in today, his Enduro bike, and we're going to look at how that's differently set up to our Pivot, which is more of a cross-country trail rider's bike. This is more of your big mountain kind of 1x11 setup, so take us through it.
On mine I've got only one shifter. We've ditched the display for the junction box. Got an external battery, 1x11 setup, just the rear mech and the cassette. On this, one of the main advantages for me is the increase in clutch tension. A few people said I'd need to run a chain device on the front, but 2 races in, I've not had no problems whatsoever. Because on a manual shift, you're fighting against the clutch mechanism as you're shifting up the block, but this one, the motor's doing the job, so you can have that wound up pretty tight. I said, I've done 2 races so far and the gearing has not missed a beat, not once.
And this is about as minimal a setup as you can get. You've got like the minimal road junction box that just has it's got a battery display on it, hasn't it? Like a low battery warning. Yeah. But apart from that, it doesn't tell you you've got 4 segments out of 5 remaining.
No, it does just have an LED display on the front, so if you press and hold the shifter, it'll either be green or red, indicating your battery life. But the battery so far has lasted 3.5 weeks without using very little.
And you've got the single shifter on the right hand side, so it's if you've not seen the XTR shifter, the Di2, it's a thumb push shifter rather than what you might be used to, a thumb and finger trigger. Have you found it hard to get used to?
I've found the ergonomics of the lever have changed slightly. A few people have jumped on the bike and said they're the wrong way around, but it's because the upper lever is further forward. But you can switch them round if you want, if you find that easier, but it's not took too long to get used to it. But the one thing you can change on the shifter is how it multi-shifts. I've got mine set up so it'll multi-shift on both buttons, where some people might prefer it just on the second one, because they might find that they press and hold it like they would on a mechanical sometimes, and it'll just fly up the block.
Right. And you can change the speed on how quickly it goes up the block as well, can't you?
Yeah, in multi-shift mode, I've got mine set as fast as it'll go.
Which is pretty quick.
Yeah, because on some races you'll come into a tight corner and there's a steep climb and you need to get up into that big gear quick, so just press and hold and it all the way up the block.
And this is the external battery, which is kind of a big setup here. Is this the only place you can put this battery?
On this bike, because it's got a dropper post, the option of putting it up inside the seat post is gone. On Shimano have developed a bar and a stem where it can be hidden inside. The cable comes up, goes along through the stem, but that's out of the question as well because I've got race face bars and normally Enduro bikes are running 35 to 50mm stems. So I am going to hide the battery down inside the steer tube, which is a bit of a retrofit.
Right, so you can put it up inside here.
Yeah, so I will just have the two cables that are coming out of the battery holder will just exit out of the top cap bolt, go to the junction box and then down through the down tube all the way to the rear mech. But I will need to find a top cap bolt that's got a hole in it, which there's a few manufacturers out there that do it.
So you've been racing this a fair amount. Any problems at all with it?
None whatsoever. Not a single shift on its own. The first race I did was really muddy, like really thick, horrible mud. After the race, the bike weighed about 40 kilo. The rear mech was just caked in mud. Not a single problem. Second race, no mud, but really rocky, fast sections where you'd expect sometimes a chain to jump off, even with a narrow wide chain ring. But again, no problems whatsoever. It's worked absolutely perfect.